Scorpio, rising sun or moon, December 2019, with me, Lada from astrolada.com. Scorpio, have you been feeling in the last 1 or 2 years unheard, or maybe that you're finding it hard to adapt to a social environment, maybe with work colleagues or schoolmates or friends? Have you been feeling that maybe all communication is a bit too superficial, or that you don't want to waste time in social interactions, maybe a bit stagnant or a bit blocked in social interactions? Maybe when you are in a group of friends or in a group of colleagues, that whenever you try to voice what you mean, that you've been basically either blocked, or that maybe you feeling that you're becoming a bit too serious when you talk as well, and you don't want to waste time for superficial interactions. Well, that's because Saturn has been in your third house for the last 2 years, and Saturn always tends to bring some problems, some stagnation, some issues, some having to work hard on that areas. And the ultimate goal of Saturn in the third house has been to help you develop a more focused mind, to help you learn to express yourself more in a more organized way, to structure and organize your mind. And maybe a lot of you had some heavy responsibilities to learn something, some new skill, to study something. Often people at school, when Saturn transits the third house, or learning new skills, or are under heavy load and responsibilities connected to the mind, like administrative work, a lot of emails, a lot of interactions, and they feel kind of burdensome. They feel like repetitive, and they get more and more those responsibilities. And maybe some blockages with communication, with writing, with speaking, with any media work if you have. That's again because Saturn has been there in your third house for a long time. I even know people that had the internet switched off, they could not afford, or their cars, they could not, the problems with their cars repeatedly, problems with their computers repeatedly, problems with communications. And any work usually that is third house related, marketing, management, advertising, media, administrative jobs, white collar jobs, everything that's with writing, working, software, sales, they were probably going slower, more burdensome, they required more efforts. But if you've been doing the hard work and learning those skills and trying to perfect your sales skills, or your marketing skills, or your business skills, or your brand skills, your manager skills for the last 2 years, now from December the rewards start coming, because Jupiter is about to enter Saturn in the third house. And all Saturn problems that I mentioned, if you've been having any of those in the past 2 years, they'll start slowly going away. And not only that, but you'll start seeing results. I remember when Saturn was transiting my third house, I was working so hard on learning new skills, and it was just so and I remember all my schoolmates stopped talking to me. And I was like I was banned basically from the group of friends that I had. And anyway, I found them superficial. So I'm like, you don't want to talk to me? Okay. You're not the type of people I want to hang out anyway. But also my brother was having problems. So yes, if you've been Saturn transiting the third house, maybe some problems with neighbors, maybe some problems with siblings, maybe some problems with friends that can happen, maybe some problems in your environment, your social environment can decrease or start changing, has been changing, and maybe becoming smaller, but trying to maybe more work related. A lot of their social interactions might have been work related. But when Jupiter enters now the third house, this will change gradually from December. You'll notice that new friends are entering your life. You'll notice that you're finding it easier to express yourself. You start becoming heard more, that your skills that you've been gathering till now with Saturn in the third house, that you start getting recognized from them, and that they start paying off. They can actually start making you money, because Jupiter is the planet of abundance. So if you've been learning, for example, Adobe, or if you've been learning astrology, whatever skills it is, you will, or marketing, or whatever, you will start seeing now that this becomes more joyful for you. It starts flowing naturally, that you've gotten the neck of it, that you understand how to do it, that Jupiter is knowledge. So you're gonna feel like, I understand that, I'm good at that, I'm awareness of how it has to, wisdom about something, awareness of how it has to do. So you can have, so if you've been having any blockages with sales, with marketing, with advertising, Jupiter in the third house will improve that. Don't worry. You can become a much better salesperson. You can start your business. Third house is one of the houses of business. Your business will start doing so much better. You can actually start a business when Jupiter and Saturn are both in the, and I'm not talking just December, I'm talking 2020, the whole 2020 while Jupiter is there. At certain period, you can start your own business because third house is self-made wealth through the skills you have. So you can basically mobilize all the skills that you have when Jupiter sees the opportunities, how to promote them, how to spread them to the public, how to connect them to the right clients, sees the opportunities and has the know-how and the knowledge of how to monetize basically those skills that you've been working from, this niche information, the specialization that you have, you know, and you start feeling more skillful, you start feeling more capable when Mercury is there, you start feeling like a better communicator, better salesperson. So opportunities for sales will appear, opportunities for business, for new clients will start appearing gradually, opportunities for new contacts, opportunity to expand your influence on social media or whatever you're trying to make it. So yes, if you're in any of those businesses that I mentioned, white collar, marketing, advertising, media, you will start seeing this year expand so beautifully. And you start welcoming new information, new contacts, new friendships as well. If there were some problems in your relationships with neighbors, with cars, with internet, all of those. But there is a lot more to this third house that Jupiter will help you and will help you have a smooth sailing. But do check the 2020 video horoscopes that I've made. It's 1.5 to 2 hours for each sign with 10,000 sold so far. I mean, I didn't know that so many people know me and would buy those, but I guess they're really good. I'm really proud of them. I worked on them for 3 months and they're just $9.99 each video. And now let's see specifically what is 2019 December bringing for you, Scorpios, because that was more like overall influence for the year. And as you can see behind me is the December calendar. And by the way, the 2020 calendar is out. It's 118 pages, interactive, all written by me. You just click on one of the days that you want to know what is happening, and it takes you to the text. And it's only $20, and it's 100, and it's like a book for the year 2020 ahead, with all visible and invisible planets. And so you can see, first we have 2 planets becoming invisible in your third house, though. Even though Jupiter enters already there, you start seeing some of those problems resolving that we talked about. But with 2 planets becoming invisible, Jupiter and Saturn in the third house, first, it can mean that something ends there in this third house, like a relationships with a friend or sibling or neighbor. Some neighbor leaves away or a friend leaves away, or it might be some responsibility that you have towards people in your environment, or relationship with a workmate that ends, or it can be some project that you're working in a small group environment that's ending. I don't know, maybe you're working on some project or whatever, and it's ending. It has to be completed within that period when both of those planets disappear, and you'll see the results of it, whether they're good or not. I don't know. A planet, when it becomes invisible, gives the results. Till now, if you if you've been trying hard to improve a relationship with someone, it can just end the stress around that relationship. But if not, the whole relationship can end. And these are not marriage relationships or such ones. These are more like people in your everyday life, and it's also third house, let's say, work projects, or it can be the end of a laptop, the end of a car, the end of a the ending of selling of a car or something like that, or the end of some online project you're working, or some client interaction of some sort. But don't worry, because it's only ending. So the new moon eclipse, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, full, it's not full, but it's a solar eclipse on the 26th Again, it's happening in your third house. This third house is so busy. And it indicates that, yes, there might be ending of certain projects of work or communications, or ending of certain interactions on social media, or such certain projects, marketing or sales projects ending. But it means that it's the only ending so they can make a space for a new one, because the new moon means new beginning. Solar eclipse is even more powerful. Double new beginning, triple new beginnings with Jupiter, new opportunities. So the seeds of those new opportunities in the third house that I was talking about, Jupiter in the third house, will be seeded with Jupiter eclipse in the third house. Yes, there might be first some crisis that happens, but really powerful, good new things are prepared for you after the 26th of December in that third house, with siblings, with relatives, with daily interactions, with cars, with communications, with marketing, business, media, writing. Maybe some new writing project will appear as an idea to you. Maybe some new video idea, maybe some new article that can put you on the spotlight in January or something. Maybe some new business project will appear, like a commercial project that you have to work to, a new contract, or maybe new neighborhood appears with third house rules, neighborhoods as well. Okay, then we have Mercury is going to be in your second house, Scorpio, which means that you'll be thinking and talking a lot about money, maybe, organizing your money and stuff, maybe buying things that are mercurial, because second house is all assets and things that we consider valuable, buying classes, courses, or buying books, cards, all such type of things, buying trips. And there is a lot of communication, maybe with family. Second house is one of the family houses, with near and dear people. A lot of focus on stability as well. Mercury, that's like maybe reading books about money or managing resources, or art and beauty, third, or food, books on food, or you want to talk about food, you want to discuss it, and if you're in any of the industries of beauty, art, music, or food, the five senses, which is the second house, Mercury there, makes it quite dynamic, quite good business that's happening. It goes according to plan, because Mercury is direct there and visible, so to speak. And there is something that happens. Mercury becomes invisible on the 20th, though. So around the 20th, maybe a week before, a week after, it can be the ending of some diet that you have, the use of certain foods that you might decide to end, or it can be that you want to disappear from your life, or it can be the disappearance of some money or something valuable, around that time. So I don't know, I don't want to give you scary or something, but something valuable, something material that Mercury becomes invisible, that can go away there. Or you can get rid of some clothes, or you can get rid of something that you've always had, and you're just like, I don't need it anymore. It becomes invisible. And then Venus goes in Aquarius from the 20th of December till the middle of January approximately, which means that for you, Scorpio, that will be your fourth house. So wherever Venus goes, good things happen there. Things become very enjoyable. This is where you escape reality to find joy. And in your fourth house is through family, through home. You might feel after the 20th, and it's perfect for Christmas. Venus will be in your fourth house for Christmas. So you're going to feel very much at home and happy and joyful at home. And you're going to maybe decorate, maybe your home environment will become more beautiful. You can purchase something that is more attractive to decorate your home. You can find more peace there. They can be more understanding between you and your family members. They can be kinder rapport between you. You can feel more bonded to your mom, or you can visit your place of birth, or, you know, and there'll be warm moments with such people with Venus days. If you're scared this Christmas about going back to your family because you always fight with your family there, don't worry, because Venus will be in this 4th house, and I think things will go quite smoothly. Extended family as well. Okay, so I think that's about it. And yeah, do check the 2020 video horoscopes. Again, as I said, they're $9.99 only for almost 2 hours, for each sign 2 hours, so 1 hour and a half. And the 2020 calendar, which is discounted at only $20, and you get all that information with the text and the meanings behind me for just $20. Yeah, and been working on it for 4 months and on the videos for 3 months. So I'm trying to really put the least possible price so more people can access those rather than just have it for specific people. I want to make this accessible. This information is useful, as it's useful to many millions of people who use astrology. So thank you so much, and enjoy Jupiter entering your 3rd house.